Yo, what's going on, guys? How you guys doing? Hopefully, you guys are having a beautiful Monday. It's another week. We're gonna be talking about these fights that are just announced by Dana White, I believe, or I think these were. I think yeah, the UFC already confirmed these matchups. So we got a really banger fight night card coming up. Which fight night card is this? It's gonna be in March the 21st. It's gonna be a sick card, man. I can't wait for it. We got so many bangers. I mean, the co-main event's gonna be even better than the main one. I feel like. But we got Murphy taking on Movsar Evloev. Let me get the poll up. So let me get this poll up. What's going on, Robbie? How you doing, Robbie? Good to see you, bro. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, brother. Good to see you around. How you doing? Let's get this poll up. Murphy versus Evloev. Man, I like. Am I really excited for this fight? I am. I kind of am. I know people call Movsar boring, but the guy is good at winning. I mean, so both these guys are undefeated. Now they're coming in for this title eliminator matchup at 145 pounds. Volkanovski's probably going to be out for a while. Um, Maybe Volkanovski will defend his belt one more time this year because it's only like we're only in January. I mean, I guess we're in February now. I thought we were still in January. We're actually in the 2nd of February now. So maybe he'll like defend his belt, right? Because this match is going to take place in March 21st. So I could see the UFC like putting Volkanovski on the White House card, maybe. Maybe him versus Movsar Evloev or like Murphy or whoever goes out there and gets it done. It's gonna be a high level match, a chess match for sure. Um, my initial pick, like the way I'm thinking this fight's probably gonna go is it's gonna be a 5 round main win. So it's gonna be 5 rounds, and like I have no question that Evlo is gonna get those takedowns. The question that I have, like that I kind of like struggle with, how long is he gonna control him? Is he gonna do damage this time, or is he just gonna hold him down and not really do damage? Right, that's kind of what the judges are looking for: damage, submission attempts. So that's kind of what I struggle with here. But yeah, this is Murphy's opportunity to go out there, get this win and get to fight for the title. It should have been one of these guys fighting Volkanovski last week, but it is what it is. Right? Obviously, Dana White loves Diego Lopez. People love Diego Lopez, so they wanted to give him the title shot after he beat John Silva. Yeah, so like I'm pretty certain these guys are gonna be next, guaranteed. I mean, I don't see the UFC giving the next title shot to like maybe they'll do Yair. Honestly, I could see. I know they really want a Mexican champion, so they might go another way and be like, okay, well, like if this fight is really boring and nothing like nothing big happens, like there's no finish or like just like a boring decision, even though like it should be one of these guys fighting for the belt, I could see the UFC being like, "Oh, here, Yair, you can fight Volkanovski again, and at UFC Noche or some shit." I could see the UFC going like that way, maybe. Yeah, they love Yair. I mean, all these Mexican guys. I mean, even though like Diego's from Brazil, but he trains out of Mexico, right? So clearly they really want a Mexican champion. And right now we don't really have a Mexican champion. We had one before, Alexa Grasso, and she really wasn't able to like hold the belt on for a long time. So yeah, the UFC's really they were really praying that Diego was gonna go out there and get it done over Volkanovski, which I mean I got kind of suckered into that pick on Diego Lopez, him just being a little bit more dangerous, but it doesn't matter, man, because like Volkanovski has really good recovery. If you don't shut his lights out completely, like he's got some of the best fight IQ in the game right now. So that was kind of disappointing from Diego Lopez. What I've seen. As soon as I watched the first round in that fight, I just knew it, man. I was like, he's trying to fight technically against Volkanovski. That's not gonna go well for him. That's what I was thinking, right? I was like, because I was expecting him to just go out there, march Volkanovski down, and just throw like just take risk, right? Take more risk. Like, who cares if you get knocked out? I mean, like that's what I was expecting, right? That's kind of why I picked Diego Lopez last week to beat Volkanovski, because I was like, he knows he can drop this guy. He dropped him again, even though they didn't really give him the knockdown this time, which is kind of weird. Why they didn't give him the knockdown, but yeah, he's too technical, bro. He's way too technical. That's the issue for Diego Lopez. Like he just has a hard time cutting him off. And yeah, I was really expecting him to like really go after Volkanovski, even in the later rounds when he was down. I mean, I don't know. People are saying like there's like a lot of people saying, oh, it was 2-2 Or like, I think it's the only thing like a couple people, I mean, Guru and his fans, they're all saying it was like 2-2. I honestly only gave Diego Lopez one round, and two judges gave him they had the similar scorecards as I did, 49-46, because I gave him the second round, I think, or maybe there was the first round, and I didn't give him any of the later rounds. Even though he got the knockdown in the third round, I don't think it was enough to win the round because it's not boxing, right? This is MMA. In boxing, you get an automatic 10-8 round when you get a knockdown. In MMA, it's like completely different. I just wish he did more like than I've seen him go out there and do. What's going on, Nate? How you doing, Nate? Yeah, Lopez needed to take that's what I was like. That's what I was kind of banking on, picking him to win this matchup again because I picked him the first time, and that's the issue, man. Like if you go look at his record, right? He's what is he now? Like he's like 500 when fights are going the distance. I did pretty bad. I mean, I actually went like I think I went like 6-7 on predictions last week. Look, I went 6-7 on the card. I got all the Velocity picks wrong. I got Lopez pick wrong. Man, I got a lot of these picks wrong on the main card. I picked Hooker, which was honestly looking kind of good in the first round. Then he just got fucking bull dodged in the second round. Like, he just got completely mauled by something. Fucking that was pretty bad. I kind of feel for Hooker. They might feed him to Paddy Pimblett now. That could be like a sick matchup. I mean, if they want to, I'm sure the UFC wants to get Paddy a win back in the win column, so they might go with that matchup now just to give Paddy a win. He could probably beat Hooker on the ground, I reckon. I would pick Paddy over Hooker at this point because I just can't. Like, if you just go for like who has better wrestling? I mean, something he might be more relentless when it comes to takedowns, but like I think Paddy could probably get Hooker down. Hooker has like no fucking defense. I mean, he was actually defending takedowns in the first round, but like once Anthony just kind of stuck to the game plan, it was only a matter of time. I mean, it was only a matter of time. I thought Lopez could hurt Volkan. He did. I mean, he did hurt him. He knocked him down in the third round, but it just didn't matter because he doesn't have like really good finishing instincts. Like he finished to John Silva, but like his ground and pound's not that vicious. Like if you really think about it, because like he didn't put John Silva completely out, right? He was like kind of hurt. He was like moving still. I watched the fight back and I was like, oh, okay, I should have known, man. Because, like, even if you drop Volkanovski, which he did, right? Both fights he dropped Volkanovski, but it just wasn't enough. And then he just stood there. I don't know. Like, he doesn't do enough sometimes. It's just kind of weird. That's his only chance. I don't think the UFC's ever going to give him another title shot. Like, I just don't. Or maybe they will, like, in the future. Like, when Volkanovski retires, like, maybe they'll give him if Movsar goes out there, wins the belt. I mean, it could be like Lopez versus Movsar Evloev rematch. They might go with that. I could see the UFC going with that because they don't really want Movsar Evloev as a champion. I could see the UFC doing that. I thought Lopez would have the power, and he kind of did have the power. He did. He was just chasing Volkanovski around. Volkanovski was landing his shots, getting out of range, moving in and out of range really fast. I know there's people out there saying, "Oh, he was running away, bro." Like, what do you expect? I mean, like when you have someone like Lopez with how hard he hits, why would you just want to stand there and trade in the pocket with Lopez? Like, it makes sense. I mean, he's a smart fighter. He's got a good fight IQ, and I wish I picked him to win because, like, I in my mind I knew that he was. I said in my breakdown that he's definitely the more like way more technical fighter, and obviously I do worry about the chin, but yeah, Lopez doesn't have the same like finishing instincts as like Islam, and I mean Islam didn't finish him the first time either, but he did finish him the second time. But yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. So I kind of regret picking Lopez there, but it is what it is. He's just not championship material right now. As long as someone like Moser is going to be up there, I think. Because I would pick Moser. Well, who would you guys pick? Would you guys pick Moser over Evloev or no? If they run the rematch, what do you guys think? Like, say if Evloev goes out there beats Volkanovski, right? That's I mean, it's a big if, right? Obviously, he's gonna have to control him. I think he can take him down. Honestly, that might shock a lot of people, but I really do believe that Moser can get takedowns in Volkanovski. But the question that I kind of struggle with is, can he hold him down? Can he do anything with the takedowns? Can he really like posture up, throw ground and pound? I'm not really too sure about that part, but I do think he can get him down. I mean, Lopez got him down. I think Evloev can get him also take him down. but obviously he's gonna have to like get the body triangle in and hold him down. But he's not really like he hasn't really shown anything on the ground. Like I mean, he's shown he can control some of these guys, but he hasn't really shown like submission game or like any finishing instincts on the ground. So it's kind of like I think it's a pretty good matchup for Volkanovski there. Even he doesn't really have to deal with a lot of danger on the feet. I thought Lopez would have exactly, bro. That's what I was thinking. Do I think Kyoji is gonna finish Amir Abazi? To be honest, Nate, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like, I think Amir is really fucking tough, bro. Like, even though like he's super hittable and he's probably gonna get butchered for 3 rounds by Kyoji Horiguchi, but I do think Amir's like takedown defense is pretty good. And he's like super fucking tough, bro. Like he doesn't just quit out there. I mean, I guess you can kind of say the same thing about what's his name, Tagir Bekov. He's pretty tough. I think Tagir is actually more skilled than Amir Albazi. Maybe not like as tough, but like I think he's more skilled. Like his striking is a little bit better than Amir Albazi. Maybe Amir has more power on the feet, a little bit more power, but his striking is so made. Obviously I don't like the odds on Horiguchi, but maybe the finish could be live. But it's 125 pounds. I mean, there really aren't a lot of finishes, but Kyoji is definitely a guy that has the ability to put a stamp on it. And I mean, he finished to Yerlin Bakov, I mean, which no one had been able to do in the previous fights. Um, so yeah, maybe he could, maybe he could, but I feel like it's gonna go 3 rounds. I think Omir's just gonna get butchered, but I mean, obviously he's coming up to that. Hasn't looked the same since he came back after the neck surgery, and it's not gonna help him taking more damage. Kyoji has a great. You guys think he's got a really good chance of finishing Amir Albazi? You know the guys that I think are really like super. I know the odds are not gonna be that good, but like I might do this parlay. I might do like Mikhail Lajic KO and Dochenko KO. I mean that should be like a fucking lock prop parlay right there. I'm just gonna like last week I ended up doing like on the live stream I ended up going Santani by finish and what's the other one? Oh, I think it was yeah, well, I can't remember which. I think it was Roston by KO or like. So like I missed like so many bets last week and only cashed like one parlay on the live stream. But I really do like that. I don't want to like play a lot of these girl fights. I don't want to bet on that shit. It's like fuck those fights. Um, yeah, last week was actually a good card. I mean, if I just made better like smarter picks. Like Fazeev, I mean, Fazeev has no power on the feed, bro. I don't know like what's gonna happen with Fazeev now. Maybe he should move down to 145. Maybe that's something he should do. I mean, because he does struggle with a lot of these guys that are rangy, long. I mean, but the more I think about it, like he did beat Ignacio Bahamondes, right? I guess Bahamondes doesn't have the same power as Rufi, like the same ability to land counters as Rufi was coming in. But I think Rufi made a mistake out there. He was actually doing pretty well. And when he was like the one pressuring Rufi backwards, when he just kind of froze out there for like a couple of seconds, just let Rufi set up the shot, and then he got knocked out, right? So I was impressive from Rufi for sure. That was impressive from Rufi last week. I think he might have had the most impressive knockout, right? Or like who else had a better knockout last week? I can't really think of anyone else. And they did give him a performance of the night, right? Which is gonna, I think that's like 100K. Is that 100K? Yeah. I mean, this was such a shitty fight. Tuivasa versus Teixeira. I guess like are they finally gonna cut him now? Like what's going on with Tuivasa, bro? Like he's on a 6-fight losing streak. This is one of the worst fights I've seen in the UFC at heavyweight. I mean, that's saying something because there's a lot of shitty fights at heavyweight. Even the Waldo and Derek Lewis fight, I know Waldo got a KO and whatnot, but like that was such a shitty fight before that. Then I mean, it wasn't even a knockout. It was like a fucking Derek Lewis just quitting out there, pretty much. I mean, heavyweight's like completely in the shitter right now. I don't even get excited for heavyweight fights anymore, at all. Like unless it's like a top five, even top five guys. I mean, some of these guys are like, I don't know. Heavyweight's been so shit. Even the last like couple months, right? Like Tom Aspinall gone, ended up in a contest. We had Jalton Almeida fucking and Volkov. Almeida threw like 7 significant strikes in that fight. Just controlled him for 10 minutes. I mean, it's just a shitty fight. I mean, Waldo's been the only one getting knockouts, right? At heavyweight recently in the last year or so. I guess he's the only exciting guy right now. Heavyweight. Can't really think of anyone else in the top 15, especially. They need John Jones or Francis Ngannou back. Bro, we do need Ngannou back. I don't know what's going on with him right now because he's not even fighting in PFL. I don't know what's going to happen with him. Um, Rufi, bro, I can't believe I picked against him. I should have known, bro. I should have fucking known. Like, that Rufi's, like, Fazeev, I was like, maybe Fazeev looks in a takedown or two because he did that in that, Gaethje fight and he did that in that, Bahamondes fight. It's hard, man. Some of these fights are so hard. Like, they go completely the other way around. Like last week was such a shitty card for me. But we got another card coming up. We got PFL this week on Saturday in the morning, 9 a.m. in the morning. I'll be live for that card at 9 in the fucking morning. So hopefully I see you guys all there on Saturday for the PFL card. It's gonna be a really good card. We got Messiah, we got Pinedo, we also got in the main one we got Usman Nurmagomedov, which is probably gonna be a really boring ass fight if I'm being completely honest with you all. But Nate said I put 2 units on a 2-leg parlay with Koji and Mikhail Ojicic, right? Yeah, I think that's gonna cash, bro. I don't see why that wouldn't cash. I think you can even throw Donchenko in there. Obviously, he's not that proven though, so I guess I kind of understand why you didn't put him in there. But I might do that. I might tail your 2-leg parlay and also put Donchenko in there. Cause I'm just not sure how Duchenko loses that fight. I mean, he's minus 500. Should he be minus 500? I think he should be because his takedown defense is good enough. Other than him like shooting a takedown on Moreno and getting caught up in a guillotine, like which he might do that. I mean, some of these guys make a lot of mistakes out there when they're up and coming. But I don't think he's gonna do that. I think he's gonna just fucking sleep Moreno bad. Um, Yo, happy Friday T2, Daniel. See you in the chat. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well, bro. I'm doing pretty good today. I got done early, so I was like, I had some time. I was like, I didn't really even work out today. I just fucking went for a run on the treadmill in my fucking garage early. So I was like, because when I don't like, even though like they say you should take rest days and like it's good for your health, recovery is really good for recovery. Taking rest days. I don't know. I just don't feel. I just start feeling lazy then, and like it's harder to like start working out the next day. And I feel like I don't know. I feel more energy when you get a nice workout and you feel much better, like mentally and like overall, you know. But yeah, Luke Riley's a lock. Who's he fighting again? Let's take a look at the next card. But let's go over this card quickly. I want to go over some of these other fights on this card. Julian Sackhill versus Jamie Mullarkey, man. I just, you know what I think from this fight? I just think he didn't want to hurt him. That's honestly what I believe. Maybe he just wanted to show his submission game out there, but I just think he didn't want to hurt Jamie Mullarkey because he's his fellow Australian brother. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong, Chad? I think he just didn't want to hurt him, bro. He wasn't even trying to land a punch on Jamie Mullarkey. Augusta Wayne can knock out Jamie Mullarkey. I'm serious. Like, I could knock out Jamie Mullarkey if I land a clean shot on him. I'm serious. I'm not even fucking trolling, bro. He just didn't want to hurt him. That's what I took away from this fight. I mean, obviously, Sackhill is a primary, like, he came into UFC as a grappler. That's basically his game. Grappling is his game, and he's found the power, obviously, in the UFC, and he's got the ability to find knockouts. Maybe he just wanted to be the first one to submit Malarkey. Maybe that's what it is, right? I mean, this could have been the easiest knockout, but can't complain. He just took him down, subbed him right away. And Malarkey didn't even fight hands, which is crazy. But impressive from Sackhill. I don't know what the UFC is going to do next with him. Maybe they'll give him Dober or someone like that, another veteran. But like if it was up to me, I probably would want to see him go up against someone like Mektebek Earlby or Becky or like any of these other guys, right? That are like really tough, and maybe they can do like Hernandez. Maybe they can do like one of those fights. Alexander Hernandez, but he was involved in some illegal betting activity, like in that Johnson fight. So I don't know what's gonna go. You know what I think? Like, I don't know who mentioned. I think the agent mentioned this in his breakdown. He's like, Jacoby. Like, he's picking. I think he picked Julius Walker to be Jacoby. And I think his reason for picking Julius Walker this week is because he thinks because Jacoby trains out of Factory X, that he might be taking this fight on short notice, just throw the fight away. I don't know. I might be crazy, but I feel like he might be kind of right on that. I don't know, bro. Jacoby doesn't seem like he'd be into that, but you never know. Like, why else would he take this fight on short notice? Maybe for a quick paycheck. I mean, Juice Box is like whatever his fucking name is. Julius Walker sucks. I don't think he's any good. But like, it's weird, isn't it weird? Yeah, he's from Factory X, isn't he? So that is really weird if you really think about it, right? Like, I mean, all those guys, right? Dolgarian, Alexander Hernandez, his fight got canceled because of some betting activity before the fight. And now Jacoby taking this fight on short notice because he's ranked like in the top 15, right? He's ranked in the top 15. I believe Jacoby's actually ranked in the top 15. So why is he why fight this guy? Like, what does he get from fighting him? Walker is ranked number 25, which I don't even think he should be ranked in 25, but somehow, yeah, Jacoby's ranked in top 15. So I guess like Jacoby probably like I think he's gonna knock him out in the first round if he's like not throwing this fight away. What do you guys think? Factory X guys always take fights and short notice. It's weird, bro. This one's really weird. This one is really weird to me. I mean, I gotta pick. I'm picking Jacoby to win. Like, he should not be losing a fight like this. Walker could not finish. Fucking he's the only guy that couldn't finish this guy. Rafael Cerqueira. I mean, that's pretty bad, man. That's pretty bad. Even Ibu Aslan finished him in like what under a minute. Ibu Aslan finished Rafael Cerqueira under a minute, and Walker goes to war with the Rafael Cerqueira. Like, this shit makes no sense to me, bro. Like, if he goes out there, knocks out Jacoby, MMA makes no fucking sense to me then. That somehow happens. I hope it doesn't happen, because it shouldn't happen. Jacoby's a much better striker. He's a kickboxer, has good takedown defense. He doesn't really get taken down all that much in the UFC, so I'm not really sure how Walker's gonna like win this fight. He might have a better chin. That's honestly the only like area I think Walker might be better at. He might have I mean, he's got the fresher chin, right? He hasn't taken the damage Jacoby's been taking over the course of his career. But, like, how does he win? Is he going to take him down, out wrestle him? I don't think that's going to happen. Even when he takes people down, he doesn't throw any ground and pound. Like, he's not really, like, this big ground and pound guy. Yeah, this is a weird matchup, man. I think Jacoby should be, like, minus 400, honestly. But he's 37 years old, taking this fight on short notice. So that's probably why the odds are kind of close because of that. That's what I think. That's what I think too, Safety Inspector. That's what I think, bro. I think the odds should be a lot wider, but they're only like minus 200 around there. If a lot of money comes in on Julius Walker before the fight, then we know for a fact that Jacoby's throwing this fight away. I hope that doesn't happen, bro. I don't want to see fucking Walker in the top 15 after beating Jacoby somehow. But do you want to take the risk with? I'm not putting in parlays because I'm like not really. I don't trust that team right now. Minus 140-ish at open for Jacoby's. That's crazy. Was it minus 140? That's crazy. I haven't made any bets for this card yet. Last week was so bad for me that I just want to like take my time, maybe watch the weigh-ins and shit, and then make some bets. Because I did pretty well in NBA last night. Actually, I hit the Pistons, bro. Was it Pistons? Yeah, Pistons versus yeah, it was Pistons. Pistons. I hit the fourth quarter plus 105 Pistons. I hit Luka Doncic double. I think I also hit the only one that I missed was Cade Cunningham because they took him away from the game because the game was a blowout. So like I made my money back on NBA, like not all the way, but I made most of the way back. But it was this card, the last card was so bad for me. I couldn't hit a single bet. I mean, the fucking Yuza, I had a parlay with Alakana Yuza, and I got robbed on that fight. So that was kind of shit. That was kind of shitty for me. I know a lot of people got fucking fucked up on that fight. A lot of people got cooked on that fight. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. Let's talk about that fight. Let's talk about that fucking fight for a minute. Like, I want to see the scorecard. Let's see if we can pull up the scorecards for this fight. We'll talk about the Finney fight after. We'll talk about the Finney fight. But okay, let's talk about the Alakana fight. Billy Alakana versus Tafa. Man, Billy Alakana versus Junior Tafa. Junior Tafa like was on his way to winning this fight. I thought he knocked him out in the first like minute, bro. Like I seen Alakana go out, and I thought he was stiff. I thought he was completely out of it. And somehow like he went for a takedown. Even when like, isn't it funny like how bad Tafa Brothers takedown defense is? Like he knocks him out and then he still gets taken down. He didn't really get taken on, but like he still let him get like a double leg takedown almost. I think he did go down too, like for the takedown. It's crazy, bro. Like he was looking really good, man. Tafa, like I was like Tafa was defending all the takedowns, and what do you know? What do you know? In the second round, all it took was one takedown from Alikana, and Tafa was starting to get a little bit tired, man. He doesn't have this like his cardio is not really there. He has good striking. He's got good chin. He's got power on the feet, but the chin's just. The cardio is just not there, man. And when people take him down, they take his back. He just panics. Doesn't even, he's got no clue what fighting hands even means. Dude just completely gives up. Like it was like as soon as I seen Alicana take his back on, he was just pretty much over from there. And now he's been finished by submission 3 times. Right, he got finished by Tokos in the second on Alicana. I wish I bet the second on submission. I think that was like plus 700. That would have paid out much better than just a submission alone. Crazy, man, crazy. All these guys, all these Samoan guys can wrestle or grapple. Tai Tuivasa made fucking Teixeira look like Khabib out there. Doesn't tough. I don't think the UFC should cut Tafa now for this fight, but they're probably not gonna cut him just yet until he starts going negative in his career. Like, what is he now? Like, I think he's only like one loss away from being 500, right? Okay, he's 6-5 now. Like, guys like this should not be in the UFC, man. Come on, like, what are we doing, UFC? 6-5, and he's still in the UFC. And what's that dude's name? Muhammad Makayev. What is it, like 18-0? He's not in the UFC. They cut him. Like, this shit makes no sense to me, bro. Like, the Dana White or the matchmakers, they love him. They love the Tafa brothers. Tai Tuivasa. I don't think they cut either one of these guys last this week. Like, they should have already cut at least Tai Tu. Maybe not Tai Tuivasa. They should cut the Tafa brothers. Cut them both. They're fucking shit, bro. They can't really fight. They can fight, but they can't really get wins in the UFC. So, like, I don't really understand why the UFC is like still keeping him around. Maybe because they don't have anyone like any good. I can't even call him a good prospect because he's really not a good prospect. He's not really making any improvements in UFC. He's never gonna make any improvements in that area. Like, it's one thing getting heel hooked by Walter Walker, but getting subbed by Toko is really fucking bad. That's really bad. I don't know what the UFC is gonna do with Tafa now. Like, what's the matchup they can give him at 205 that he could maybe get a win over? Someone that has no clue how to wrestle or grapple. Maybe Ibu Aslan. Maybe Ibu Aslan. They can give him Ibu Aslan, I think. Yeah, they can do that, right? That's honestly not a horrible matchup for him. I would probably pick Tafa in that fight. See, would I? I think I would. I think he's more technical than Ibu Aslan. Maybe they should. You know who they should bring back? This is the fight. This is if they want to keep Tafa on the UFC, Junior Tafa at 205 and get him a win. They should bring back Rafael Cerqueira. That's the fight right there. That's the only guy I could pick Tafa over maybe at this point. Or maybe bring back Parker Porter and let him move up to heavyweight again. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. They're probably not gonna cut him just yet. Maybe give him one more matchup because his record still looks just so he's still positive. 6-5 is still positive. So good for Alicana. He got the submission, but I think Alicana might be a future fade. To be honest, if he fights someone like who's actually like top guy, like top 15, top. He did lose to Bogdan Gusko though, but if Tafa would just had better cardio, maybe like I think he would have probably like ended up winning this fight by decision. Honestly, he was on his way to winning by decision anyways. All to do with the fan base and ticket sales. I think you're right. Bro. They love the Tafa brothers over there. All the Samoans. Lacks grappling and endurance. Exactly. You said it right there, bro. You said it right there. They don't train any jiu-jitsu. Like, even Dan Hooker, bro, these guys just don't train jiu-jitsu at all. Like, They should probably be. I think Tafar Brothers would do really well in like BKFC, bare knuckle, or like dirty boxing or some shit. You know, they would do really well over there. I think they would make some good money over there too. But maybe when the UFC finally decides to cut him, maybe we'll see Tafa Brothers in Karate Combat or some shit, or like maybe not Karate Combat, because I think you can still get a takedown in Karate Combat. But they stand you back up in Karate Combat when you get a takedown on someone. They actually stand you back up. So I don't think that's gonna happen. Maybe BKFC, or like maybe he can go fight in Dan Hooker's backer. You know, those fucking Dan Hooker has a. I don't think he has an organization. He just lets people fight in his backyard for 50K. So maybe maybe the Topper brothers can go out there and make 50K fighting in Dan Hooker's backyard. Now we can all work together for picks. We can. I mean, that's the plan, bro. So I'm gonna do a preview for this upcoming card UFC. I'm gonna do a preview tomorrow for the PFL card with Tyler 13 MMA, and then I'll do preview for UFC Fight Night card Vegas 113, maybe like Thursday or Friday. So yeah, I'm hoping to go live a little bit more this week. Okay, let's talk about this other fight. Cam Roston versus Cody Brandes. Cody Brandes was looking pretty damn good. Was he winning? Not really, but he was doing pretty well. He was keeping it pretty competitive. He was landing shots on Cam Roston. Cam Roston, like, his chin's right up in the air. That does scare me for Roston. But what do you know? He broke Cody Brundage in the second round. And I mean, that's the story of Cody Brandes' career. He's gonna go out there, try in the first round, try to land something big, and he's gonna wilt a little bit when you start. Like, you can kind of just break him down the stretch, right? That's kind of what happened here. But yeah, it was a good fight. This was definitely a good back and forth fight up until the finish. And Brandes looked good, man. I hope, honestly, I think Brandes deserves to stay on the UFC roster more than fucking Junior Tafa. That's what I think. I mean, so he's 11-8 now, so I don't know like what the UFC. Maybe they'll keep him around because he takes any fight the UFC gives him. He's a company man, so you know the UFC loves company man. So maybe they'll keep him on the roster for a couple more fights. Maybe if he moves up, he can fight Junior Tafa or some shit. I don't know. Maybe they can fight each other, see who stays in the UFC. Why fight MMA and not jiu-jitsu? I mean, like, they're making good money. I just don't think they care. Brandes from Factory X. He is from Factory X. Thanks for pointing that out. I almost forgot about that part, but I don't think he's really throwing away fights. I just think he doesn't really have it all together. I don't even. Maybe he threw away. You know what? The only fight that I can say maybe he threw away was that Dimas fight. Because I don't think he threw. Maybe he threw away the Mechanical fight too, because he just didn't do enough. He could have won that fight, honestly. So maybe you're on something, because he's also a Factory S guy. He's like, now that I think about it, right? Mansur Abdul Malik is actually a fraud. He's 9-0-1. I think he's gonna get knocked out cold soon. Or like he's gonna lose pretty bad. I mean, he did beat Dusko Todorovic right after he came back after a layup, but that's probably the best. Oh, okay, he beat Wes Schultz. He's got some okay wins, but like I don't really think of him as like this big prospect anymore because he beat Antonio Tricoli, who's still somehow in the UFC. By the way, he's actually got a fight coming up now. He's fighting Mantos. I mean, he's gonna get fucking butchered by Mantos. But he's got a fight coming up soon too. Tricoli, I don't know how Tricoli's still in the UFC though. They just don't have anyone good at light heavyweight or middleweight. I mean, outside the ranking, they just keep these guys around. This dude's 0-3, bro. Like, he's still in the UFC. He's actually what? He's got a no contest on Contender Series. Where he did win. Then he obviously popped for PEDs. And then I think they gave him the Shara Magomedov fight on short notice for his UFC debut. But yeah, he did pop for steroids on Contender Series when he actually did win. I remember that one now. Isn't it funny how the two most boring fighters in the division probably is probably the biggest banger fight you can make? It is, man. It is. I mean, I know like a lot of people like. I still think Murphy's boring. I know he knocked out Aaron Pico and whatnot, but I think that this fight's probably gonna be like, I don't know. It might be like a really good fight. Are they fighting? They're not fighting in the Apex, right? Because I hope they're not fighting in the Apex. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, they're not fighting in the Apex. They're actually fighting in London. So that's good. I like the big cage. I think it might help Murphy a little bit that they're not at the Apex. It's actually a good fight. It's actually a good card. I mean, but before we get into the upcoming fights that were announced, let's talk about this fucking decision, bro. Like, can we talk about this decision for a second? No, let's talk about Finney. Okay, let's talk about the Finney and Malkoon shit. So apparently, Finney said he messed up his leg, or like he tore his ACL in the first round. Now, did he tore his ACL? Maybe he did. I don't think Finney's the guy who's just gonna lie to us like that. Maybe he did get injured in the first round, but like injury or not, bro, the guy is so fucking bad. Like, was he gonna get takedowns even if he wasn't injured? I don't think he would. Where's that guy? Where's Taurus Finney is a goat? Where's fanboy? Where's fanboy? I haven't seen him in I haven't seen him in the chat all week. I mean, we're only on Monday right now. Hopefully, we see him around. Hopefully, he's doing all right. Because like, he's the biggest. He's like the biggest Taurus Finney glazer out there right now in the MMA space, and hopefully, he's doing all right. But yeah, this was a complete ass whooping, bro. I'm actually pissed off that I didn't bet Malkoon because I seen this fight so clearly. I said Finney was not gonna throw any ground and pound, and that was if he was actually getting takedowns. And I did expect him to get a couple of takedowns, which he couldn't get a single fucking takedown in this fight. Like, how bad do you have to be? I've seen people with injuries before get takedowns still. But like Finney, I mean, I'll give him some respect though, because he's super tough. I mean, he was injured and he still survived. But maybe that also has to do with Malkoon not really having the best finishing instincts. And obviously, like, Finney doesn't have a neck, right? So you can't really strangle this dude. It's tough. It's definitely tough strangling a guy like this with no fucking neck. Maybe Malkoon should have gone for like a arm bar or some shit. But I mean, they're middleweights, right? I mean, you don't really see a lot of arm bars at 185. But yeah, Malkoon did beat the shit out of Finney. Completely destroyed him every single round. Should have finished him, but still a really dominant win for Malkoon. And I mean, you guys almost convinced me to bet on this fucking dude, bro. I know you guys almost convinced me to bet on this dude, Finney. I'm glad I was like, let me see how the first round goes. If he's not getting takedowns, he's gonna look absolutely cooked. And yeah, it was too little, too late for Finney. Maybe if he wasn't injured, he would have looked a little bit better. Maybe. But I'm not even sure, bro. Like, if he was 100%, just the way he strikes. And I remember people saying, "Oh, he's training with DC now. He's a different guy now. He's on a different level now because he's training with DC." DC can't fucking fight for him. But like, I hope he comes back and he can recover from that ACL injury. I mean, I think he needs to, like, I mean, I was gonna say he needs to change the training camps, but like, you train with DC, but it didn't matter. You should probably train with um maybe like what's his name? What's that gym called? Kill Cliff or like American Top Team. I think he needs to go like to another gym where like which gym has really good strikers. Wait a minute, maybe you should go to Brazil or some shit, train striking with the Poetan. I think that's what he needs to do. He needs to go train with Alex Pereira, bro. That's the only way striking is gonna get. Well, maybe city kickboxing. Maybe city kickboxing or some shit. Like, he needs to go like to a gym that has a lot of strikers and train striking for 2-3 years. Yeah, 2-3 years in fucking Australia, bro. Um, that's the only way. That's the only way now if he wants to stay in the UFC for long. It's crazy that he beat Roston, right? He beat Cameron Roston. They should probably run that rematch because I think I would pick Cam Roston this time over Finney. But I remember, like, he was supposed to fight Bikoya, by the way, bro. I think Bikoya would have finished him in the first round for sure. Because I do remember he had a matchup with Bikoya before, which got canceled, right? Because Bikoya was injured, I think, or who was injured? No, Finney's the one. Finney's the one that pulled out from the fight. I know Bikoya got fucking humbled by Yusri Bulgari, but I think he would have knocked out Finney in the first round, honestly. Like, Finney wouldn't have got any takedowns on Bikoyev either. I think Bikoyev has just a little bit more power than Malkoon. But yeah, that was. I mean, hopefully Finney needs to like does something different now, like improves his striking a little bit more because he's a good dude, man. He's definitely a good dude. But it sucks, man, to see him lose like the way he did. All right, let's talk about the next fight. I mean, this thing, bro. Open Elliott. I was like, Open Elliott's gonna win this fight. I think he's more skilled, lighter man skill. Just didn't fucking matter, bro. The guy didn't fight any hands when he's taken down. I mean, McAuliffe, bro. This dude is tough though. Like, I'll say one thing on McAuliffe. He's a natural welterweight, by the way, so that did play a factor in this matchup. Because every time Open would hit McAuliffe, it wouldn't really like stun him too bad. He would be able to just eat the shot, and like he was eating some damage on his face. He was wearing some damage, but it just didn't matter all that much. And all it took was one takedown from McAuliffe to like take his back and strangle him. And Open Elliott wasn't fighting hands. It's crazy to me how this like how many fights is he in? He was like 15 fights in, and this dude doesn't know how to fight hands or like. I mean, I think he tried like once and he just gave up on it after and he got strangled, didn't tap. So respect to Open Elliott, man, but that's a tough way to go out. Now he's been finished he's been finished a couple of times now. He's been finished three times now in his career, I believe now. So maybe he should move back to 155. I think it might do a little bit better at 155 than 170. Because a lot of these guys are way too physical for him and they can just muscle him down to the ground and kind of just ragdoll and beat him up a little bit. Ground and pound submission. A really good performance by McAuliffe. Yeah, it's disappointing from Open Elliott for sure. Because I did pick him to win this fight and I did bet him too. So it is what it is there for me. I got that one completely wrong. He was looking okay. I mean, to be fair, he was kind of piecing up McAuliffe on the feet. But just didn't have the power to really keep McAuliffe away. McAuliffe just fucking he just wasn't really scared of anything coming back his way. How you doing, Ernie? How you doing, Ernie? Good to see you in the chat, bro. Open's he's been hurt before in the cage. Yeah, I watched those fights. He's been finished on the ground by this guy who's like fucking 500 level fighter, and he's been finished by Figlak, right? I mean, that should have been a sign to me. Like, I was like, that's so long ago. He got finished back in like a couple years back. He's definitely gotten much better. But yeah, he's chins, bro. I just think he needs to move back to 155. Maybe he would do a little bit better at 155. A lot of these guys are 170. I mean, just how bad is fuck. It's crazy, isn't it crazy to me? He knocked out Basil Hafez, and Hafez took JDM to a split. Like, bro, this shit makes no sense sometimes when you really think about MMA. Like, I mean, I think Basil was on steroids. I mean, he came in a short notice, was on the juice. Obviously, I don't think he was on the juice when he fought Open Elliott. How you doing, Tyler? How you doing, bro? Good to see you. Luis, what's good, Luis? Did Finney really get cut? I don't think he did. He only lost. I mean, he only lost 2 fights, right? I don't think he got cut by the UFC. Nah, for me too, bro. For me too, it wasn't really that good. The fucking Yiza fight really pissed me off, man, because I had him by 2 parlays. I had Alicana, Yiza, and that was some nasty work by the judges. I mean, this was completely fucking shocking to me, bro. I still can't believe it. They gave this somehow like. Let me see if I can pull up the scorecards. Give me a second. I want to pull up the scorecards here. MMA decisions. So here are the scorecard chat for the Yuza and Awfully fight. Crazy work, bro. Man, I can't fucking believe it. They actually come like this dude. I'm only giving the first round. I did give Awfully the first round because he hurt Yuza a little bit. He was like landing him, taking him down a little bit, scrambling, ending up on top of Yuza in the first round. So I gave him the first round, right? And the second round was definitely what's his name? Iza. I actually gave him a 10A round, which one judge did, right? One judge did give him a 10A round in the second round because he got 2 knockdowns. And he hopefully didn't have any amount of success in the second round at all. He wasn't landing anything significant against Iza in the second round. And Iza was just walking him down, landing big power shots over the top, hurting him multiple times in that run. So I gave him the 10. It should have been a 10. I mean, every judge should have had that round as a 10-8. And then the third round, I mean, he's just the one landing the better shots in the third round, even though he was like not really landing as many shots as he did in the second round. Obviously, he was a little bit tired because he's trying to finish him in the second round, but he was still the one getting through with better shots, better counters. And then he took him down just to put a stamp on. He took him down twice at the end of the round, just to put a stamp on it, just to make sure the judges didn't get it wrong. They fucking get all three judges, bro. All three judges give Awfully that third round. Crazy work, man. I mean, come on. Like, how do you, I'm gonna complete? I'm gonna keep complaining about this shit, bro, forever. I don't care. I just still can't believe it. My parlays got cooked just because this bullshit right here. Olikana Yuza was my safety parlay this week. I was so confident on that parlay. It was gonna catch. I mean, I know Olikana wasn't looking good up until like the fucking submission that he got. But like he won the fight, I mean, and Yuza should have won the fight too. But like I think we need to fucking bro, I think we need to like look into all like Saul D'Amato, like I mean he was the only one. Like I'm not even shocked with Saul D'Amato because he's always on the wrong end of these scorecards. But like he's not even the only one. Evan Field scored the round for Awfully third round. Even David, that's to be scored it for Awfully. Crazy fucking work, bro. Crazy work. I mean, it is what it is, you know. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna change. People are gonna forget about it next week. No one's gonna remember this. How you doing, Grimy? Good to see you, bro. How you doing? Only L on your six-legger parlay, man. It shouldn't have been an L. Shouldn't have been an L. He should have won that fight, honestly. Like it was so clear. Like the odds were crazy. I think Yuza was like a massive favorite before they read the scorecards. Like he should have been. It was correct. He should have won the fight. But these judges, bro, like there's definitely something shady going on. Definitely something going on with these fucking judges. And let's run over these Road TFC fights quickly, man. Don Marfan. He actually looked like kind of good out there. Like he was just struck him for 3 rounds. I mean, just put a beating on him a little bit, but Kim got a little bit tired. I don't know. I thought Kim was like the one who had better cardio. Like he looked a little bit fresher in this after the first round. Then he came back in the second round. He just couldn't get a takedown. Just got absolutely butchered. And Don Marfan. I mean, I don't know how far these guys are gonna go in the UFC. I don't really consider Don Marfan like as this really high level prospect. He's 25 years old, so he's still young. But I'm not really sold on him that much. I don't think he looked that great out there. But he did put a beating on Kim. And the next fight, bro, this was crazy. Another guy that I put money on, Sebastian Cezale. Bro, another guy that I fucking bet on, and I'm just celebrating my win. Then he gets knocked out cold with a minute to go. I think it was like under a minute to go, actually. Should have bet the over, man. I should have bet the over because it was like around the same price. Over was like the same price as the Sizzle money line for me. I mean, I'm happy for you guys that cashed on fucking Nakamura KO. Good for you all, man. He's finished every fight. But like, should he be in the UFC? I don't think he should. I mean, I guess he has to be in the UFC, right? Because he got to win on the finale for the tough season, but not the tough. I mean, the fucking OTFC finale. There's so many of these like finales now, like OTFC tough finales. Like, I think they need to just get rid of the Ultimate Fighter shit altogether. That's what I think, but I don't know if they're gonna do that. Nakamura was plus 4,000 live, bro. I mean, I don't think a lot of people are like when they've seen a minute left in the fight. I don't think people are like, oh, let me bet on this guy because I think he can win the fight. I mean, it was fuck. I know people were happy about it because like Sebastian, they were like, this guy's kind of boring. So people were kind of happy about it. That he got knocked out cold the way he did. Obviously, I wasn't too happy. I was like kind of coping. I was like, fuck, bro. Like, you only had a minute to go. Couldn't you just run away a little bit or like just fucking clinch him? I guess he was trying to like go for a takedown and ran into the knee. So that's the mistake he made in that matchup. But I think, I don't know, like, I guess now he doesn't get a UFC contract, right? Because he was looking good out there. Maybe they should bring him back on Contender Series now. Maybe bring him back on Contender Series now. Because I think he can still get it done. But obviously the chin issue. I mean, he's been dropped before. He got dropped in this fight before, I remember. I talked about in my breakdown that he got dropped in this fight, Gilly's fight, early. So he is kind of chinny. Good for Nakamura, man. He got the KO, but it wasn't looking good. He actually got knocked down in the second round himself, so he wasn't looking that good himself either. He got dropped. He was getting completely outstruck in the first rounds. But yeah, he managed to get it done. Managed to find that kill shot. You had Sizzle in a parlay. I just had his money line, bro. I was like, look at this. I was like talking about how his money line should have been like plus minus 500, and it should have been minus 500, right? The way he was winning that fight, but then obviously the chin issue was there that I didn't put a lot of stock into it. Yo, Tyler Betts, bro. You're subscribing again to my channel, bro. Is this what you're doing, bro? You're unsubscribing to my channel, then you're subscribing again. I feel like you subscribed to my channel like so many times now, bro. Like, why are you unsubscribing? Just don't unsubscribe. I appreciate it though. Dude, if you're unsubscribing to my channel, then you resubs. I do appreciate it though. Thanks, Tyler. All right, let's talk about this next fight. Split. Lawrence Louis gets it done over Sulang Rambo. Thank God I don't have to fucking pronounce his name again. But he's 20 years old. I mean, he's a cousin of Summer Dyers. Yes, Summer. I was like, I hope I don't forget his name again, because people reminded me in the chat during the live stream. Yeah, he's a cousin. He's a cousin of Summer Dyers, and he's actually pretty good. He's a good striker, but he doesn't like pressure, and he kind of let the pressure get to him a little bit. And Lawrence, Solange Rambo's power might be kind of overrated, or either Louis has a really good chin on him. Maybe it's just that he has a really good chin on him. So yeah, I mean, it was a good fight. It was a good back and forth fight. I had a feeling they're gonna give it to the guy, hometown guy. I mean, he's from New Zealand, pretty much home for him fighting in Australia. So they gave it to Laurie Lawrence, which it makes sense, right? He won the second round, third round with for pressure, going for takedowns, clinch work. He was the one walking him down. He did lose the first round pretty clearly. But yeah, he managed to get it done. I mean, he's 29 years old. I mean, I thought he was younger. I don't know. I thought he was younger. He looked a lot younger. I mean, when I seen him fight out there, but it was a good performance. So this was one of the more like skilled fights on this OTFC finale card. But yeah, let's talk about this. Let's talk about these fights that were announced. Evloev versus Murphy. Let's talk about this card, man. This is a banger card. This is a banger card. Look at this. UFC London on March the 21st. This is going to be a sick-ass card. I can't wait for this one. I'm actually happy it's not at the Apex, because sometimes they be putting cards like this at the Apex. So the more I think about it, right? Murphy's gonna be fighting at home then, and a guy like Mofsar can't finish. I don't think he's gonna finish him. Can we all agree, Chad, that he's not gonna finish Murphy, right? So if it's close, who are they gonna give it to in London? What do you guys think? Do you guys remember that Gabriel Santos versus Murphy fight? Where was that fight? I want to see. Was that in London too? Let me see if I remember that one. That was in London. You guys remember that, right? That was in London. And I thought fucking Santos won the fight, but they gave it to Murphy in London. So are we gonna see that again? Cage Warriors ass card. This is actually a good card. This is actually a good card, man. I like this card. I appreciate it, Tyler. I'm glad you resubbed to the channel. But I was wondering why I had to stumble across the stream to think it was a pocket and sub. It's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good. You can resub whenever you want. No worries. Awkward. You're good, bro. You're good. You don't like this card, Luis? Look at this card, man. The main card's actually pretty good. Look. Let's run through the main card. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. That's what I want to talk about, Tristan's. The Sam Patterson fight, bro. I mean, I think this should be like the co-main, honestly. I mean, I can't believe fucking Austin Lane's still in the UFC somehow, but it's just 205 now. Austin Lane's fighting at 205. What the hell? What the hell is going on there? What the hell is going on there? How's he? He's gonna make. He's fucking 6'6", bro. How's he gonna make 1-2-5? How is Austin Lane gonna make 2-5 now? I do not understand that part. But somehow he's gonna make 2-5. Hopefully. Yeah, let's look at this card. I mean, I like this card, man. I know, like, Louis, you're not really a big fan of this card. You're calling it like Cage Warrior cards are really shitty. I mean, I don't like the Cage Warrior cards. I rarely ever I go live for LFA from time to time when I see a really good card, and I only gone for Cage live for Cage Warriors like handful of times. It's been a while since I gone live for a Cage Warrior card. This is much better. Yeah, that's what I like that fight a lot, bro. Let's talk about this fight. Okay, so I do think that Murphy might be a good underdog because he's gonna be underdog. I have no doubt that Murphy's gonna be an underdog in this matchup because he's older. How many 17-0-1? And I mean, Moser has definitely got better wins, right? If you go through his record, look, he's got wins over Sterling, which was a really close fight, by the way, really close fight. But one thing I like about Moser is the fact that like he'll go for takedowns towards the end of the round, right? Sterling was getting takedowns on him early in the round, and Moser was the one ending rounds on top. That's kind of what he's good at. That's kind of what all the judges will remember when they're scoring the round. They have really short memory. A lot of the judges they only remember like the last 2 minutes of the round, unless there was like some big knockdown or some shit. Like then they'll remember it. Someone's always got to go. That's why I like this matchup, man, because there's a lot on the line, and this is the title eliminator matchup at 145 pounds now. Moser can't strike with him. I think he can. Honestly, you might not like. We might not agree on this, but I think he can strike with Murphy. Bro, Murphy is not this knockout artist now all of a sudden because he fucking caught Aaron Pico who's got no chin. Aaron Pico was getting knocked out in P4 or Bellator by guys that are like pillow fisted strikers, like Adam Borix. He got knocked out by Henry Corrales, who's like fucking 50 years old. So I don't consider Murphy as this big power puncher now all of a sudden because he didn't knock him out with a punch, right? He knocked him out with a spinning back fist. I mean, but like Pico was just kind of rushing in, not really expecting Murphy's counter striking at all. So I think that was kind of like on Pico's. It was a negative fight IQ from Pico the way he rushed in and ran into that spinning back fist. So I don't really think Moser is gonna do something like that. Moser is good, man. His striking is not that bad. I know he doesn't have any knockouts or doesn't have any finishes. I'm not saying Moser is the lock of the century because I don't think he is, but I don't think he's gonna be like at least minus 200. He's gonna be 2-1 here at least. And the opening line is gonna be like minus 200. Maybe people will bet Murphy at dog odds. He's fighting in London at home, so there's gonna be some bias there. This fight is close, but I don't think Murphy's gonna defend a lot of takedowns. He got taken down by Aaron Pico, but he did a pretty good job getting back up to his feet. He got taken on by Gabriel Santos. He's getting taken on by other guys before. Makwan Amir Khan, he's taking him down in the first round, and he knocks him out with the knee because Makwan only has cardio for a round. So I've seen him get taken on. Like Dan Ige taking him down, bro. Dan Ige taking him down. You guys remember that? Dan Ige took him down in the what was it like the first? I mean, Dan Ige almost knocked him out. I mean, it's not really bad. I mean, Dan Ige has a lot of power, but he went life and death with Dan Ige. Like Dan Ige was a very winnable fight for Dan Ige, by the way. Very winnable fight for Dan Ige. But he just made some mistakes at, like towards the later rounds. That Murphy just kind of like land more output. That's kind of the story of Dan Ige's career. He lets people do that to him and loses fights that he should be winning. And I actually bet him there. I bet him by decision there over Dan Ige, and it was a close ass decision, by the way. Murphy's out here like fucking dominating guys like Dan Ige and all these other guys. I mean, I don't even know if Murphy would beat Sterling. I'm not really too sure. I mean, but I think I'm definitely gonna pick Moser Evloev in this matchup, even though he's coming back after a bit of a layoff and he can't finish anyone. I still think like he's got to be my pick just because of wrestling and the control, top heavy pressure, top control. I mean, he's definitely gonna have success wrestling here. That's what I think. I mean, but let's see what you guys are thinking on this fight. You guys are 50-50 on this one. 50-50 in the chat right now. Moser and Evloev. Not Moser, no. What am I saying? Murphy and Evloev. 50-50 in the polls right now. Let me know in the polls if you guys haven't picked who you guys think wins the matchup. Let me know right now. Has Moser been 5 rounds before? I don't think he has. Let me see. I don't think he's ever been. I don't think he's ever been a main event before. He was supposed to main event against Aaron Pico, by the way, which was canceled. I do remember that. I do remember that fight got canceled, right? Because he was supposed to fight Aaron Pico for 5 rounds. Yeah, that was the main event. I remember. Was that a main? Yeah, no, that wasn't a main event. That was actually 3 rounds. So he's never been 5 rounds before. But I mean, Murphy has been 5 rounds. We know he's got good cardio. But I feel like Evloev is also got good cardio, man. He's probably on some Russian juice over there. Some good Russian vitamins. If you get my drift. If you catch my drift, I mean. It's crazy that he can't finish anyone, bro. He's got 9 decisions. This might be the lock of the century. The over is going to be like minus 400. The over 4.5 rounds is going to be like minus 300 at the very least, I think. I don't know where I heard that like I think Murphy leaked something right on Twitter before that he finished Moser Evloev or someone finished him. Who was that? Who was that? I want to see like actually let me see this first. Let me see. Let me see. He leaked something about Moser Evloev before. Leaked Moser. Let me see. Let me see if I can find this here. He leaked a screenshot of video of Moser Evloev, I think it was. Do you guys remember this? You guys remember this? I just remember this now. Cause he did leak something about Moser. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, this is this Moser Evloev fucking face planted, bro? Is that him? Since the guy wants to be disrespectful, I shall share some content with you guys. Never forget. Who did this to him? Can we find out who did this to Moser Evloev? Does anyone know? Because I remember he posted this like couple months back. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. That was fucking crazy work on the scorecard. You think it's cap? You think that's not really him? He's praying. Stop it, bro. Let's fucking stop it. No way. Stop it, bro. Stop it. No way you said that. Please don't say that again. Holy shit. I shouldn't be laughing at this, bro. That's fucking racist. That's racist. Was it Moser getting knocked out in camp? That's what I think. I mean, it looks like him, right? With his bald head, with the buzz cut. Looks just like Moser Evloev to me. That's crazy. Who said he's praying? I mean, you better be praying to the east, right? I think they pray toward the sun or something like that, bro. I mean, that's pretty fucking crazy. You guys said that. Chill. You guys are gonna trigger a lot of Muslims on that. Okay. I don't know. We don't have the backstory of this. Like, I don't think he said anything afterwards. Maybe he'll say something in an interview this time. So I think like on Media Day, the journalist, they should ask him this question, right? They should mention this to him. Like, give us the backstory. Like, who was the one that did this to Evloev? Because it does look like him, though, doesn't it? It does look like Moser Evloev. All right, let's talk about the other fights on this card now. The other matchups on this card. Luke Riley versus Michael Aswell, man. Michael Aswell got a freebie in his last fight. You guys remember that? He got an absolute freebie, bro. Lucas Almeida shouldn't even have fought on that card because he was injured. He couldn't. His hand was completely messed up, and we all made money on that. We all made money on that fight. I remember +3. I think it was like +350 KO. And the round people. I wish I bet the round 1 KO too because like I should have known it wasn't gonna go long. Like he got a complete freebie by the UFC there. Like did he get a bonus too for that or nah? Let me see if he got a bonus for that. I feel like no, I didn't. They didn't give him a bonus for that. Like fuck that. They're like, you're lucky you even got this fight. Okay, so they didn't give him a bonus for that, which makes sense, right? I mean, Almeida was injured, so everyone knew that. But they should have pulled the fight away. But I'm not really complaining. We made money on that fight. Can't complain about it. But it sucks for the people that bet on Almeida there. Now he's fighting Luke Riley, man. I think Riley's gonna fucking put him out bad. even though I think Luke Riley does struggle with people, he's also been dropped before. Luke Riley has a suspect chin or like suspect striking defense. That's what I mean. I mean, I don't think his chin's like that bad, but he's been dropped before. He's been hurt before, really bad in Cage Warriors. And Haswell has that dog in him, bro. He's pretty fucking tough. I mean, he took the fight against he went to war with Bogdan Grad. I mean, I remember that now. I mean, he landed like over 100 strike. I actually bet him there over Grad as underdog, and he should have won the fight, but like you're striking for 15 minutes with Bogdan Gus, not Bogdan Gusko, bro. Fuck, it's not Bogdan Grad. He went to war with Bogdan Grad, bro. They both landed like over 100 significant strikes in that matchup, and they couldn't drop each other. So Aswell doesn't have that crazy power, I think, that Luke Riley has. I mean, we bet on Luke Riley after round one live in Discord. If you guys are not in Discord, make sure you guys hop in Discord right now. Because we be making money on these live betting some of these fights. Because I remember he went from minus 300 to plus 20 after round one because he was getting kind of like dominated in the wrestling. I wouldn't say dominated. He just got taken uncontrolled a little bit early by Grad. But that's really not Aswell's game. He's a primary striker, so he's not really gonna look to like wrestle here like Grad. Even if he does, I don't think he's gonna like implement that type of game plan. Yeah, I think Luke Riley KO. That's kind of what I think here, but I don't think that makes a lot of sense. Maybe the under is probably even better when the unders who come out. Luke's been training. I know Patty Pimblett has been hyping up Luke Riley forever, and he's probably gonna be in his corner. So I reckon, does he get the KO over Aswell? I think he will, because Aswell is super hittable, and I think the trend's gonna continue. He's gonna lose another fight now. Lose one, win one. Lose one, win one. I think he loses another one. We got Roman Dolidze versus Christian Lee or Duncan, bro. Oh my god, bro. I do not like this fight for Roman Dolidze. I do not like this matchup for Roman Dolidze. Oh man, holy shit. This is like the easiest ranking fight for Duncan for CLD. Can Roman Dolidze just take him down and control him, or like go get a submission over Duncan on the ground? I don't really think he can. So I don't really like this matchup for Dolidze. But he is pretty tough. I mean, he's pretty tough. The only guy finished him was Anthony Hernandez, right? This shouldn't have been a majority decision, by the way. This was a complete mismatch. Malva beat the shit out of Dolidze for 5 rounds there. I think there was like a point deduction or some shit like that. I mean, so Dolidze is tough. He's been 5 rounds before, so he's definitely tough. He's not an easy guy to put away. But I think Duncan just a little bit like way better on the feet. That's what I think. I mean, CLD's gonna win him. That's what I think too. That's what I think. I'm glad we're leaning the same way there. Any thoughts on Lucene, Kita's new opponent? We'll go over it. We'll go over it, Tristan's. We'll definitely go over it. Let's talk. Let's talk about this fight. We got Austin Lane making his light heavyweight debut. Isn't it crazy? Vitor Prina moved up to heavyweight, and now Austin Lane's moving down. If he thinks that moving down to 205 is gonna help his chin, I have really bad news for Austin Lane, man. This is not the matchup, man. This is not the fucking matchup. You have Austin Lane. You need to fire your managers right now, bro. This is not the fucking matchup. Man, I feel bad for Austin Lane. I mean, all these guys that play football, they come into UFC or like they do MMA, things just don't work out for them. Maybe after he gets knocked out cold yet again, we might see Austin Lane and fucking Greg Hardy do a dirty boxing or some shit, or BKFC or something like that. Yeah, this ain't gonna go well for him. Even though I think Austin Lane can take him down and have some success, maybe drop him early. I mean, he's got power. Austin Lane's got power, man. But I think Ivo Bernowski's chin, like recovery, is really good. Like him and Ibu Aslan, like that was fucking crazy, bro. This kid's got heart. And I'm calling him a kid because he's a year younger than I am. So to me, he's still a kid. Lane versus Tai Tuivasa. Well, he's moving. I mean, Lane's fighting at 205 now. So I think honestly, like I think they need to give Tai Tuivasa a complete bum, like a complete fat, out of shape bum. That's the only guy that he could probably beat at this point. I was actually cheering for Tai Tuivasa in the third run, like hoping he knocks off fucking Shira, because like Shira looked. I mean, he didn't look that good. I mean, but he did fight kind of smart out there. I'll give him that. What's good, SJ? How you doing, bro? This is a crazy matchup, man. UFC wants to see a dead body out there. That's kind of what I get from this matchup. This shit's gonna go under 1.5 rounds too. And I honestly think Barnowski has good judo, so I don't really even know if Osterlin's gonna have success taking him down. But he's definitely gonna be the bigger guy out there. 6'6". He's gonna have a 7-inch reach advantage almost over Barnowski. Barnett, he's fighting in karate combat. He's not in the UFC anymore. Maybe they can do that fight in karate combat when the UFC finally decides to cut Tuivasa. But they love the fucking Samoan fighters over there. They love putting them on the straight Aussie cards. So I don't know if that's gonna happen. But let's talk about this fight, man. Curtis Campbell versus Danny Silva. I do think Curtis Campbell is really good. He's also another guy training with Paddy Pimblett. And he looked good on Contender Series. He did finish the fight on Contender Series. He's kind of a weirdo, bro. He's kind of a freak. He's got pink hair and shit. Like, let me see if I can find a picture of him off his Contender Series fight. He's a bit of a fucking freak. Let me see if I can find that somewhere. Where's the fucking pink hair? I can't see it. I can't find it now. But yeah, he's a good guy who likes to color his hair pink for some reason. I've seen other guys like fucking Ricky Simone, other guys that like coloring their hair blonde, but those guys like, let me color my hair pink. That's kind of what he's known for. But he's got good grappling. He's definitely got good grappling. What's going on, Gray Shirt? How you doing, bro? Pretty excited for Shamil Musayev. That's gonna be a bang. My only worry is it might be boring because like they're both Russians and there might be a lot of grappling. But I am kind of excited for Musayev too. Musayev, Pinedo. We got fucking. I mean, aren't you excited for Usman Nurmagomedov versus Alfie Davis? That's a good matchup, isn't it? Well, there's other fights in the card that are gonna be really good. And there's like half of the guys fighting on the card are like training out of Abdul Manap school. There's gonna be a lot of wrestling and grappling in that card. Sucks they cut him. Yeah, I mean he does. I mean, but like. They actually cut both of those guys. They cut Hamdi Abdul-Wahab. They cut Peppa Pig, Chris Barnett. They cut them both after that fight, that fight wasn't even that boring, bro. I don't know why they cut him. They should. It's crazy to me because I think Chris Barnett has done better in the UFC than Taffer Brothers. And I actually think, I don't know, would Chris Barnett beat Junior Tafa? Maybe not. Maybe he would. I don't know. Maybe he could beat a guy like Justin Tafa. Maybe they should have kept him around. You're right. They shouldn't cut him. We could have had some really good fights. What's a for he is, but he knows he can fight, man. I mean, looks can be deceiving. You look at him, you think he's just another fucking nerd, weirdo. But the guy can fight. But I mean, do I like this matchup for him? Not really, because I think Silva has good takedown defense. Not really a guy that gets taken down that much. Even though he hasn't really gone up against any like good wrestlers or like grapplers, because all these guys are strikers. Vallejo's is a striker, Lucas Almeida striker, and he went to war with Lucas Almeida. Not the best look there, but he's another striker. Josh Kulabau, another striker. And Danny was the one getting taken to Josh Kulabau, by the way. I did pick him as a mass winner out there, but Angel Pacheco is sold in UFC. I mean, I actually did an interview with Angel Pacheco like a while back. And they're feeding him to like an upcoming prospect now, I think. Let me see. I actually wanted to see Silva do good. That's why I don't even like doing interviews. But then you get kind of like, you want to see these guys do good, then they get knocked out. I mean, they do bad. Then you kind of like, oh fuck. Yeah, he lost to Colin Loughran. I mean, then he's fighting that Santiago Luna guy, which I don't really understand this matchup at all by the UFC because he just, okay, never mind. I thought he beat. No, he's not the guy that was the other guy, right? Martinez, the one that beat Rafan. He beat Quang Lee last time by KO. Man, they're kind of setting up Angel Pacheco. They're setting him up here. Take an L. Crazy by the UFC, man. UFC's definitely got their favorite fighters. I like Silva, man. I do like Silva here, but I do worry a little bit because we haven't really seen his grappling tested, but he trains with the Cub Swanson team. And I think he can do all right in this matchup. And obviously, Chris Campbell is kind of unproven still at this level, but No, bro. Why is this? There's no way this fight's like lower than Chris. This fight, right? I mean, I don't think the bot order is like correct right now on Tapology. This is a banger matchup right here, man. Michael Wyndham, Michael Wyndham Page versus Sam Patterson. Sam Patterson is on the way up and up right now, man. I don't know. This is a hard one. This one's definitely a hard one to make like a clear pick on for me. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. What do you guys think? How you doing, Yusuf? It's good to see you, bro. Are you gonna go live today? I know you'd be going live all the time too, bro. I'm trying to follow up in your footsteps now. I'm trying to go live more than I used to. Mason Jones versus that's another banger on this card. It should be higher than it is right now. I think they'll probably readjust the bot order later. The thing I struggle with in this matchup is because Sam Patterson, I know he's been knocking people out. He's been knocking these fools out. But he's not really a striker. I mean, he can strike, but he's not really a striker. He's actually a grappler and a really good grappler at that. And Michael Wyndham Page has shown that he can be taken down, but he can survive down there. I mean, he's really good at surviving down there. But the guys that are taking him down, I don't think they have jiu-jitsu as good as Sam Patterson. Jared Cannonier, a striker, but he can wrestle. He only goes for ground and pound on the ground. Sharon Magomedov, a striker. Kevin Holland, I mean, he's got jiu-jitsu, and he did take him down, right? He did take him down in the second round. Obviously, I did pick him MVP there, but Ian Gary had him in he had his back. He was trying to choke him out and couldn't really get it all the way there. I feel like Sam Patterson's submission might be like a good prop on this fight. Because in the striking, I mean, I do favor Michael and Page a little bit more. But if this fight goes to the mat, I mean, I think Sam Patterson is super live to finish the fight by submission. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, MVP is the lock of the century," this and that, and he should be right. He's been fighting guys that are way more proven, way more durable than Patterson. Patterson is still kind of chinny, and we haven't really seen him. I mean, he got knocked out by that what's that dude's name? Asmus. It was 155. I mean, that was his UFC debut, so maybe he had some jitters and he was cutting a lot of weight down to 155, which definitely had an impact in that matchup for him. He's been looking good, man. He's been looking perfect since moving up to 170. Yeah, this fight's at one. Is it at 170 or 180? There's no way Sam Patterson moving up to 180. Okay, he's 180. He's not moving up to 185. Okay, that makes sense. It's 170. It's matched at 170. That does make sense. Because I was like, there's no way Sam Patterson's going to go from fighting at 155 to 185 now. I don't know why he's like not sticking to 185 now. Like, why not just stay up at 185? He's gotten 2 wins at 185. Now he's moving back to 170. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird to me. MVP has improved grappling. He has, but he still can be taken down, and he does a really good job of surviving down there, though. I think this is a good card for betting. People are calling this card mid. Bro, I love this card. I couldn't wait to go live and talk about this card with you guys. I love this card, to be honest with you all. I think it's a really good card. Yo, what's good? Non mechanics said I think Page wins just because of his crazy striking. He's really fast. I mean, he's really fast. He's got that karate stance. He's really fluid out there. He's super quick for even at 170. He's super fast. He's got the speed advantage over a lot of these guys. He's only been knocked out once, by the way, by Douglas Lima, like way back in the day. It was like a while ago, back in Bellator. Back then, Bellator used to be free on YouTube, by the way. I miss those days. Now we got Evloev free on YouTube in Canada, which is alright. I mean, but you guys have UFC on Paramount, and I also have to find other ways to watch UFC pay-per-view cards out here in Canada. So I don't know. I just got off track a little bit there, but yeah, I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with Patterson by submission. This one, my initial lean. I think Sam Patterson's gonna be underdog here for sure. He's been knocked out 2 times before in the first round, so the chin does worry me still a little bit. Hardeep Rai knocked him out, bro. My fucking Punjabi brother, Hardeep Rai. Holy shit. How the hell did he knock out Sam Patterson back in 2017? That was crazy. Was that 155? Yeah, that was at 155. Okay, so he's been knocked out twice before at 155. Do you guys think MVP can knock him out, or is he gonna win by? Okay, you think KO, right? You think KO? Okay, maybe, yeah, maybe if he's gonna knock anyone out in the UFC, it might be this one right here. I mean, he was landing some bombs on Ian Gary. Ian Gary's chin is like super underrated, I think. I know people like calling Ian Gary a cuck or whatnot, but the guy's got a really good fucking chin. He's super tough. Maybe MVP KO. I mean, a lot of people are picking. I mean, it's only 4 people made predictions on this fight. I was gonna say a lot of people are picking by KO, but only 4 people so far made predictions on this fight. I'm gonna go with the underdog, Patterson. I think he'll be an underdog, so I'll go by submission for Patterson. I mean, he knocked out Danny Barlow the way he did. That was pretty fucking nasty, but obviously Barlow is nowhere close to MVP's level. I mean, all these guys that he's been knocking out or finishing are, I mean, other than Trey Waters, I mean, Danny Barlow's been exposed recently. He's really not all that. Had a lot of hype coming in. I mean, when he fucking knocked out Josh Quinlan, and then the Raheem Forrest was like fucking really bad. I think the smart pick is probably Michael and Page, but I'm gonna go with Patterson because I don't know. I feel like he can get a submission down there. This is gonna be a good matchup, man. Is this 170 or is 155? Because I think Sola made his debut right in the UFC at 170, so now he's gonna be fighting at 155 at his natural weight. This is a tough one, man. I don't know. Like, I'm not even sure. Like, I can't. When I think about this matchup, I'm not even sure. Like, because I've been kind of like a Mason Jones doubter, even though he keeps winning. Like, I don't know. I just don't really believe in this game that much. But he's tough. He's been dropped. He got dropped like 2 times by Bolazioki, but he managed to win the fight. He took him down. He's super tough. Never been. I don't think he's ever been finished. Right? Never been finished. Yeah. In how many fights? In 19 fights, he's never been finished. So the guy is clearly really, really tough. 30 years old. I mean, he's got more experience. This is his second stint in the UFC now. He's 2-0 in the UFC now after his second stint. Wins over Jeremy Stevens. I would have liked to see him finish the fight over Stevens at this point, but he couldn't finish him. It was kind of a close fight, even though he won 30-27 there. Bolazioki matchup, I mean, he got dropped like bad early. I think that's the fight where fucking, what's that dude? What's that streamer's name? Aiden Ross had a lot of money on Bolazioki, and he was like going crazy. He was going crazy celebrating. Then Mason Jones just fucking bulldogs Bolazioki on the ground, just fucking pummels him with ground and pound. It's a tough one. I'm not even sure who I'm gonna pick here. Solo's undefeated, 11-0. Jones 17-2. I mean, this is like a lot of experience on Jones' side. I don't know. I'm probably just gonna skip this for now. I guess I'll go with Jones for now, but I don't know about that one. Now we got this matchup. We got the French kickboxer prospect from Paris. Is he from Paris? No, he's from London. What the hell? What? I don't know why I thought he's from like she's French. No Dyer. I know she trains. Actually, she trains over there, doesn't she? No, she trains. I thought she trains over there, but gone in them. Maybe okay. I know. I understand why I thought she's from like Paris, because he used to fight over there in Ares FC. Yes, he's fighting Ares FC, so that's why I was like, why do I think she's like from Paris? But she just fought over there for a couple of fights. She lost to Shauna Bannon by finish by she lost to Lewina Petrovic. Holy shit! And she should have been finished in her Contender Series fight. By the way, she's just like, it was a really bad fight for her there. Arena Lara sucks too. I don't even know what the fuck to think about this fight. I'm probably gonna go Dyer by decision, but just don't bet on this shit. When the odds come out, fuck this fight. Yo, well, this better not be the bot order. I mean, there's no way. There is no way. These fights are gonna be lower than fucking Shino Dyer and Arena Lara. This one's a banger, man. This one's a banger. Like, I mean, Lucene, I'm not really sold on him completely just yet. I really wanted to see that Pitbull fight. Pitbull and Kita fight. That would have told us a lot about Kita. I know he's pretty good. He's fought over there in Octagon in Europe, so he's done pretty well over there. I think the only fight that he lost, he was injured. I believe he messed up his ankle or some shit like in that matchup. Let me see. Was it that one? I think it was him, Ray. It was one of his earlier fights. Yeah, it was a foot injury, so he was winning that fight, I believe, too, but before he messed up his foot. So technically, he should be what 17-0. Should be 17-0 versus 22-6 Wood. But Wood's been looking good at 145, man. Even though these fights are a lot closer, I was like really mad that they gave him the last decision over Jose Delgado. But like, I'm gonna have to watch that one back. I'm not really sure. I don't know, man. I'm not really sold on Kita. If Wood's like a big underdog, he might be a good pick here. But Kita's gonna be so much bigger than him. This might come down to the physicality a little bit. I think Wood has better fight IQ than Kita. He's definitely like a little bit like he's got more experience in UFC. It's some tough one, man. I don't know. Like they're probably gonna make Kita like minus 200 or maybe like minus 150, minus 160 ish. Um, but I think Wood might be like a good underdog here. Maybe Wood by decision might be like a good pick. I can see Wood just like I can see Wood winning this one. Honestly, I could. So I'm gonna go with Wood on this one. I think he might be like a good pick here. He just struggled with heavy pressure fighters, man. But I don't know, man. You don't think Kita's gonna be the favorite? I think he is. I'll be honest. I think he is. I'm pretty certain because he was like minus 200 over Pitbull too, and Pitbull was like a double champion over there in like Bellator at one point. Like and Pitbull just beat Dan Ige. I mean, so he was like minus 200 over Pitbull. I think Wood's gonna be underdog for sure. Maybe not a big underdog. He'll be like minus plus 120, plus 130, but I do expect Wood to be underdog here against Kita because people been hyping up Kita forever. He might be good, but I think this might be like a prove his spot for Kita. Even though Wood's been getting dropped every fight, like Wood's been dropped by all these guys. Delgado dropped him, almost finished him in the first round. Sharia, I mean, he did fucking almost finish Sharia though. Wood almost finished Sharia, dropped him with a nasty left hook. Pineda, I mean, that was a war. That fight was a war. I do remember that one. That was a war, and shouldn't be going to war with Pineda, but Feely dropped him. I mean, he dropped Feely a couple of times. Like the Muhammad Naima fight, what happened there? I can't even. That was a bullshit fight. I remember now, because Muhammad Naima was like grabbing the fence, like grabbing, fucking kicking him in the cup and whatnot. I don't know. No way Kita's gonna be a favorite. I think he might be, honestly. I don't know anything about Kita. He's alright, man. He's not bad. He's definitely one of the better prospects they signed from Europe recently in the last year or so. I'm probably gonna go Wood by decision on that one. I think that might be like a good pick, underdog pick. This next fight, I mean, Brando's. I mean, he looked good in his debut. He's got vicious ground and pound, nasty ground and pound. But Sutherland lost to who? Walter Walker in his debut. So like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like losing to Walter Walker by heel hook submissions. Like, who cares? It happens to the best of them. So I don't know. This one's I think Brando has better striking, more power on the feet. He's a city kickboxing prospect. I mean, 5-1. I don't know. I'm probably gonna go with Brando in this one. Sutherland looks kind of mid. He looks like Torres Finney, bro. At fucking heavyweight, honestly. Like he's got the same frame as Torres Finney. Doesn't he like tell me? Like he's got the fucking look at the traps. What the fuck, bro? How do you get traps like that, bro? Even if I worked out my entire life, I don't think I can get traps like that ever. I would probably have to use some fucking anabolic steroids or some shit. I could eat all the fucking protein that I can ever eat and never get those traps on my shoulders. Have you seen The Cage on Netflix? Nah, I don't even have a Netflix subscription anymore, bro. I canceled it after I seen the fucking Tyson and Jake Paul fight. I literally just canceled my Netflix subscription. I was like, why am I paying 20 fucking bucks for this shit? I don't even like watching any TV shows on there. He was on heavy steroids. Yeah, he looks different. It looks a lot different now since he came into UFC. I mean, at the weigh-ins, I mean, for the Walter Walker fight, you can clearly see a difference in his physique. It was good, Antoine. How you doing, bro? Hopefully you're having a great day yourself. I'm feeling all right, bro. I'm feeling pretty good today. So I'm gonna do a live stream with Tyler 13 MMA tomorrow for the PFL card. We're gonna go over all the fights. But I just wanted to like take a look at this card, talk about do a quick recap for UFC 325, which we did already, and I want to just go over this card quickly because I really like this card, man. I think this is gonna be a really good card for London Fight Night card. Next fight, we got Antonio Tricoli versus Mantis. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce his last name. Kondratovicic. All right, fuck. I give up. I give up. I'm not gonna even gonna try that shit. I tried it, but it's not gonna. I don't think I'll be able to pronounce that shit. Mantis. We'll call him Mantas. I think Montez is gonna fucking do whatever he wants to Tricoli in the first round. Submission, KO, whatever he wants. He'll probably put him away early in the first like 2 minutes. Under 1.5 rounds, I think this shit probably goes under 1.5 rounds. I'm gonna go submission. I think submission round one is probably what it is. It's just it's just genetics, bro. I mean, I wish I was born in fucking Africa, bro. I'd be absolutely jacked if I was born in Africa. Maybe those guys are fucking jacked over there. Naturally, I mean. But yeah, Mantis is an easy one. I think Mantis is gonna be like minus 400 here at the very least. Maybe minus 350 or some shit. Submission, I think submission round one. I think Tricoli will just give him the submission, like he's done every single time. Getting guillotined by Trishan Gore in the first round is crazy. I mean, Gore does have a pretty nasty guillotine though, but I can't believe they still kept him in the roster somehow. I don't even think him and Dern are together anymore. By the way. Mick Parkins. I did pick Tybora to beat him, so that was one of my better picks of the year. It was such a shitty fight. Mario Pinto's gonna fucking beat him up like he owes him money or something, bro. I don't like this matchup from Mick Parkins. I really don't. I know he knocked out Lucas Bergerski, but I don't think this guy has a lot of power. Pinto, easy money. I think Pinto's gonna beat him up bad. Apparently Tricoli makes a lot. I know that's what I heard. That's what I heard. But I don't really know why he's fighting. I guess just for more money. That's probably why he's fighting still. Maybe him and fucking Dana White are like playing Baccarat at the table or like playing blackjack together. And that's probably what it is, right? That's probably why they haven't cut him yet. Maybe him and Dana White are out there fucking putting in overtime, playing at the casinos together. Him, Dana White, Steve will do it. All those guys. Parkins is mid. I think he is, bro. I'm not really like impressed by Mick Parkins. But you can make a case that he could be 11-0 right now because a lot of people thought he won the Tybora fight. But like getting outstruck by Tybora on the feet's not good. Even though Pinto, I'll say one thing about Pinto. I know he destroyed Donato Denise, but he got fucking hurt by Austin Lane bad in the first round. He got hurt bad. He was getting butchered by Austin Lane early. Austin Lane was kind of beating him up pretty bad early, so if we're gonna talk shit about Mick Parkins, we gotta talk about Mario Pinto as well. I think he'll finish Mick Parkins also. I think Pinto by KO or like submission. We got Shamrock, man. I remember a lot of people were like on Shamrock hype train going into the Nerlo Alia fight. Not on Tapology, but I've seen a lot of cappers on Shamrock there. Like a lot of people were high on him, and he got fucking humbled on the feed by Alia, which is crazy to say. Alia might be the next Habib with better striking. Like he's actually got, he can actually strike. Either like Shamrock has really bad striking defense or like really bad striking, or like Ronaldo Alia is actually getting better in striking because he showed a lot of good improvements on the feed in that matchup. He did call out Anshu Jubli, but Anshu Jubli is like, you're not on my level, bro. I'm not gonna fight you. You gotta earn your spot. That's probably what he sold him. He's like, bro, did you know I could submit Habib Nurmagomedov? Why would I fight you? Why would I fight a bum like you, Shamrock? That's probably what he told him. Parkins is mid. He is mid. Yeah, I don't even know, bro. Like Abdul Karim Al-Sawadi is like super fucking chinny. Like I don't think he's got any chin. He's like the next Beneil Dariush 2.0. He looks like Beneil Dariush. Look in this picture. He's Arab like Dariush, and he's got no fucking chin. He's been knocked out 4 times. I mean, getting knocked out by Lok Rajabov is not that bad. I mean, Rajabov's like a fucking big dude for 155. He beat the Hardwick brothers. I mean, respect to him for fraud checking the Hardwick brothers. I've said for a long time the Hardwick brothers are so fucking shit, and now they're finally getting humbled over there. He beat Islam Reda in grappling, which is actually pretty impressive. I mean, so Reda is a good grappler in PFL right now. Lucas Martins, I mean, so he's not that bad, man. I think Shamrock might have to like knock him out or something because I don't know how else he's gonna win. I don't like his grappling. I think Osawadi can actually take him down. As much as I think Osawadi's got no chin, I'm not really sure if Shamrock has the striking or like the power on the feet to knock him out. So I'm gonna go with Osawadi on this one by decision. I think he can out wrestle him, and he can probably outstrike him. He's just gonna have to avoid the power. How would you react to meeting Angelina, bro? I'd be fucking happy. Like I'll be like the kid at the candy store, happy AF as fuck. I'll ask him for autograph, bro. Picture. I'll fucking go live and be like, here I am with Anchu Jubilee. Let's go, let's go, let's go. King of Lions. That's his fucking nickname, isn't it? King of Lions. Hopefully I meet him and Puja Tomer, and my life will be complete after that. Maybe you can put, if I ever meet them, bro, I'll send you a video so you can fucking post it on your channel. I'll be like, oh, like maybe we should go like meet them together, me and you. All right, let's talk about this next fight. Mullins versus Caroloni. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck about this fight? Who cares? Let's talk. Let's see what else is going on in the MMA space. I mean, what other fights were announced? Melissa Mullins, fucking Carolina fight. I mean, no one cares about that fight. Anyways, I don't think you guys want to hear anything about it. Oh, what's Perez saying? Perez reacted to Patchy Mixed release, his new release, and his new home in Ryzen. Let me see if I can like actually put the sound on and hear this. What's he up to right now? What's Perez up to right now?
If you're not doing your end, your part, you know, you can be gone at any time. And he was on a tear. He went to that Bellator tournament like
Damn,
crazy.
I
Like,
actually can't believe how bad he knocked out Charles
was making it look
Johnson.
easy
Like,
at some points, you know.
crazy to me.
So like it
Maybe
sucks that
Charles
he got
Johnson threw
cut.
the
You know what I
fight
mean? But
away.
I'm glad they found a home with
I'm just
Risen, and
fucking
I'm glad
trolling.
that he's
Obviously, he didn't do that,
doing his
but
thing.
crazy. Okay, what else is going on? Come on, any other fight announcements? Yeah, we got this banger card coming up this week, so I want to take a look at Kuniev's fucking what does he look like on the skills right now? I'm curious now. Rizvan Kuniev. Have you guys seen him on the scales this week? I don't even know. I can't even log into my Instagram right now, but yeah, I'm gonna end the stream, guys. We've been here over 90 minutes. I appreciate you guys tuning into the live stream. I'll see if I can do another one. I'm gonna go live with Tyler tomorrow for a PFO. We're gonna give you guys our predictions. We'll give you guys our bets for PFO card, which is coming up. We'll go. Okay, this is a card next week. So if you guys wanna get our predictions, breakdowns, make sure you guys tune into Tyler's. I'll share the stream link in the Discord. So if you guys wanna join Discord, you guys can do it. There's a link down below in the description of this live stream right now. Where's the PFO stream? Yeah, there's actually major organization. Okay, there it is. This is gonna be a really good card this Saturday morning. So I'm really excited. I'm actually more excited for the PFO card than I am for the UFC card. This one's gonna be a banger card. I really hope none of these fights get canceled. And like, there's always like a canceled or two fights in PFO, but hopefully there's none on this card because this card right now looks amazing. Samuel Musayev's on the card, Usman Nurmagomedov on the card, Jesus Pinedo, the Lazy King. Fuck the Lazy King. Lapalus is on the card, by the way. I might be the only one in the MMA space even talking about this shit right now, bro. So I think PFO should be paying me fucking money if I'm being completely honest. Jubilee's in Epstein files, man. I don't think he is. That's not a disrespect to Epstein files. Like, I mean, that's not a disrespect unto Jubilee like that, bro. He's not in the Epstein files. They wouldn't even invite him over, I think. Did you review the? I did a breakdown for the PFL card. Like just on. I think I actually did it yesterday or the day before. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. So, go watch the breakdown if you wanna, or tune into mine and Tyler's live stream tomorrow around 7 o'clock. But it was just BJJ no striking. Which fight are we talking about? Oh, your kid. I seen that, bro. I've actually seen that. Let me see if I can bring that up. Let me see. Let me see if I can bring that up. There we go. That's sick, bro. That's your son, right? That's your son. He's training with Tim Elliott. Bro, Tim Elliott's like really fucking good. It's crazy to me how he still keeps on beating these up and coming guys. Elliott's super underrated, so he's got a good training partner for sure. Congrats to your son, man. Happy for you. I'm sure you're really proud. But but he would probably get killed if it was striking. I mean, I think he would probably do all right with Elliot in the striking, wouldn't he? How did he submit Elliot on the ground, or like what happened there? Give us the backstory on that. That's sick, bro. That's awesome. Okay, what are we? Remember this list from Chris Weidman. Top 5 African fighters UFC history. Was this really Chris Weidman? He's African. I mean, isn't Duplessis African? Like, he's from South Africa, so Sadiq Youssef, Kamar Usman, Ngannou. I know he's not fucking black, but come on, he's African, bro. Just because the guy's skin color is like white doesn't mean he's not he's not African. Quick look at your community post about the harsh takes MMA. Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. Let me see if I can do this. When are you gonna go live, bro? You don't go live anymore. I've seen you go live once, and you're not going live anymore. You go live again? You should probably do another live stream. At least do one live stream every week. Okay. Here's a photo of Robert Whitaker aura farming. But Whitaker is the fucking goat. What is this? Drop your harshest MMA takes that questions reality. Okay, let's take a look at this. Best base for MMA is eye pokes. I mean, that's a good one right there. Calf kicks completely changed the game. Who actually came up with the calf kicks? I think it was John Jones, right? John Jones? Like, who's the first? Okay, tell me this. Who's the first MMA fighter to come out with the calf kicks? Who made it really popular? Justin Gaethje? It wasn't him. It was someone else. Who was it? I know John Jones was one of the first, like, whoever he really started implementing it more and more. Calf kicks, oblique kicks, all those. You will, but face camera. You mean with no face camera, or are you gonna do it with face cam? Stay safe, bro. How do you feel about the people right now? I think they got some good cards coming up this year. I've only seen the first card. I don't know what the other cards look like, but I think they're gonna do all right, man. They keep putting on better cards, like with more finishers. I think they'll do all right. Yeah, twice. He actually finished them. Okay, that's like he trains people, but it's private lessons. He's making money. He's making money, so good for him. He's hustling out there. Gotta respect that. Okay. Steel cups can help with arm bars. That's crazy. That's funny. Isn't Joe Rogan the one who's like always fucking saying that? Like they should have steel cups. He talks about every single fucking pay-per-view card. John Jones is all checking you right now, and both his hands are on your shoulders. That's crazy. Was this really tied to who was on the scales, bro? Like, Ro was gonna get smoked. He actually didn't get smoked. He actually didn't get smoked, right? Sure. He actually didn't get smoked. It's crazy. How bad is Teixeira? That's the question we should be asking, honestly, now. How fucking terrible is Teixeira? Couldn't finish him. He had like 10 minutes, like 8 minutes of control on this guy. And like normally when people like heavyweights, when they get on top of their opponents, they finish them pretty fast with ground and pound. But like I've seen Teixeira throwing those 12-6 elbows. It was one of the worst 12-6 elbows I've ever seen anyone throw. I've seen Julian Robertson throw better 12-6 elbows than fucking Teixeira from top position. It's crazy to me. But has it gotten worse or better? I don't even know, bro. It's like the same, honestly. Like I think it's the same. They just need to fire Dan Hardy and get another matchmaker. If it was up to me, that's what I would do to make it better. But I still think Jubilee is a good fighter. I think he's good. He's got skills. He can wrestle. He's not that bad. He's only lost to 2 guys. I mean, he was winning that Breeden fight, and then he obviously got knocked out by Quillian Sackles, who's like fucking surging right now at 155. Before you go replay the clip of you reacting to Tafari. I'm not doing that shit right now, bro. I'm not about to do that shit right now. We'll do another time. But I'll see you guys next one, man. I'll be live tomorrow with Tyler 13 MMA. So make sure you guys come tune into the live stream around 7 o'clock Eastern time. Hopefully I see you guys all there. You guys have a good night now, okay?